Great. So, welcome to your practice today. And again, we're going to begin by lying onto the earth. So, if you like to have a support under your back so that it lifts up the heart a little bit and you can open up the lungs for your breath, you can do that. And I'll just show it here. You take your blanket under your knees, maybe a pillow under your chest, and maybe another pillow behind your head. And just make yourself comfortable. Tuck the shoulder blades under, roll side to side, lengthen the hips. You can extend your legs here and just close your eyes. So this is option one. And as I was just sharing, we have another option for people with lower back sensitivity. So if your lower back feels sensitive, instead, you're going to take your pillow and come to lay down against the earth and take the pillow under your sacrum. So not right on your lower back, but a little further down under the band of your pants, whatever you might be wearing. And again, just letting yourself either extend the legs or keep your knees bent. And then we'll just take a minute just to be in sweet silence. So just knowing that it's just time carved out for you to get to settle, for you to let yourself know that it's okay to rest within now. Letting yourself sense towards the center of you, wherever that might be. So checking in, kind of searching around, just gently finding your way to where you feel today the center of you might be. And then letting your awareness, letting you settle there into that quiet zone. And as you rest there and as you sense where that place might be in your body, where you can feel safe, where you can feel solidity, stability, just letting yourself start to bring your hands over this part of your body. So for each of us, it might be different. Making sure that your elbows are still comfortable, they're still grounded on the earth. And then knowing that you have time now to just practice a short breath meditation. So letting the breath simply flow in and out of your body, in and out of your body. Nothing else to have to do, just simply noticing with as much of your awareness as you can the sensation of your breath today. For about half a minute more, simply be with each breath cycle. There's no hurry. Just simply noticing that movement of your in-breath and the movement of your out-breath. Just one breath cycle at a time. And as you continue to simply be with your breath here, with every exhalation, allowing yourself to experiment with letting the weight of the body go, letting the weight of the body just release towards the earth. So starting to notice the weight of the legs, the left leg, the right leg, letting the legs release their weight towards the earth. And as you continue to breathe here, sensing the belly, the hips, and as you notice the breath expand and release, expand and release, letting the weight of the hips release towards the earth. And your breath continues to flow, noticing the expansion and the relaxation, expansion and relaxation of the body. And as the body expands, fills with breath, noticing that fullness of your breath. And as you exhale, feeling the entire body soften, releasing, letting go towards the earth, letting yourself be held by the earth. Feeling your breath now into the shoulders, the neck, the throat. And as you breathe into your neck, your shoulders, your throat, feeling the fullness of the breath permeating throughout the neck, the throat, the shoulders. And as you exhale, allowing all of that to release and to soften, to release and to soften. Stay here a little while more, continuing with sensing into the left arm, filling with breath from your fingertips through the left arm, feeling the fullness of the breath. And then as it reaches fullness, letting go, softening, releasing left shoulder, left arm towards the earth. Gently over the next couple of breaths, transitioning your awareness towards your right side. Breathing in through your right fingertips, filling with breath, letting the fullness of the breath permeate all the way up through to the right shoulder. And as you exhale, entire right shoulder releases, right arm releases, letting go towards the earth. Resting here for a few more breaths like this over the next few exhalations, letting the face soften, letting any facial expression that you are holding simply soften and melt and release towards the earth, letting your whole body from head to toe be supported by the earth beneath you. We'll stay here for another 5 breath cycles, just one breath at a time. Really letting yourself feel the nuance of the entire in breath and the entire out breath. Allowing any sensations, anything arising within you to just be acknowledged. We're welcoming all of the sensations in our bodies and our minds, the comforting ones and the less pleasant ones. Just simply meeting all of it right now as it is without any need to change it or to resist it. Just let yourself be supported as you gently meet and allow whatever you might be experiencing right now. Just acknowledging its presence. Take 3 more breaths like this. With every exhalation, deliberately breathing out through the mouth with a sigh. Let it be a sigh that you can hear. So drink in the breath. Letting the breath carry whatever it wants to carry outwards. And then 2 more breaths like that on your own. Great. And then still lying on your back, but removing any props if you like. Just starting to let yourself rock side to side and just shimmying, making yourself come into gentle movement. Maybe opening up the arms and having the arms still bent. Bringing your knees together and just rocking the knees side to side. Any other movement that calls you right now that you feel like doing? Maybe lengthening the arms away from you, curling the head up towards the knees, maybe drawing the legs all the way up, stretching up towards the legs, or anything else. Maybe today you feel like just exploring movement while you're on your back. Just for 1 more minute, we're simply going to acknowledge any impulse in the body at this moment that wants to be expressed. So notice what it might be for you. Let yourself be guided by, oh, what do I feel like doing right now at this moment? Notice your body knows what to do to create more comfort for you. So trusting your own intuition here. Moving like this for another half a minute more. Just simply find length, find release, find twisting, stretching, yawning, whatever might feel good right now for your body. So even as we take our energy into the world and try to come into action, nourishing yourself is really important so that you're able to express and take action from an authentic place. So a few more breaths like that, maybe interlacing your hands and stretching your arms all the way overhead as you let the knees drop side to side. And again, knowing that there's no right or wrong, it just needs to feel good for you here. Great. And then from here, let's come into happy baby for a moment. So we're going to bend the knees, and an easier version is to have your hands on your shins and to draw the knees in towards your armpits. Or you can take your hands and slide them up the sides of your feet, bend your knees, and relax the knees towards the sides, the ribs, the side ribs. So take about 10 breaths here. And again, just letting the lower back lengthen, letting yourself feel your breath flowing all the way into the lower back through your spine. So taking 3 more breaths like this with every exhalation, letting yourself yield to support even as you feel the body opening. Great. And from here, we're going to point the toes towards the sky, point the fingertips towards the sky. And we can just lengthen up here. And if it feels okay for you, you can tuck your chin and try to reach your fingertips towards your toes. As you do this, see if you can relax your shoulders again. So your shoulders are relaxed even as you reach up. Your chin is tucked in. Just taking another moment there. Great. And then exhale, releasing, coming back to rest. Knees together, feet are wide apart on your mat. So you're going to try this a few more times. For those of you who find that lengthening the legs all the way up doesn't feel good for you, feel free to do this with your knees bent and your shins just parallel to the earth. So you can lengthen up and bring your forehead towards your knees and breathe there. Or for folks with the legs straight, lengthening up, drawing all the way up. We'll stay there for 3 more breaths together. Relaxing the shoulders again. Great. And then exhale, coming back. Great. So we'll do this again. And for folks who want to challenge your muscles a little bit more, when you come back down, instead of bending the knees to come back down, you're going to try to lower with the legs straight back to the ground as you lay all the way back down. So one more time, whichever option you like, rolling in, lengthening up, reminding yourself to let the shoulders relax, gathering all the way in. Feel like your belly button is just gently drawing towards your spine. We'll take 3 more breaths there together, just growing strong from this center here. And then again, letting go. You can lengthen the legs out as you let go. Do it slowly. And then make it all the way down to the ground. Nice. And coming back, take a moment there. Take another breath there. We'll do this 2 more times. So again, inhale, create length, draw your belly button in, draw the heart towards the legs, and lengthen up. Shoulders are going to relax. And again, wherever you feel like something is happening, something is percolating, that's a good thing that's happening in this region here. Take 2 more breaths there. Great. And then again, as you like, bending the knees to come back, or with straight legs, take your time with control, drawing it all the way back down and coming back. So we'll do this one more time. Whenever you're ready, take another breath in and press away, relax your shoulders, draw up. Keep drawing the legs towards yourself, keep drawing the heart towards the legs. Let things get a little sore. Take a few more breaths there. And those of you with your legs straight, or those of you who want to try, start pulsing the legs a few more times like this. Just forward and back. Great. And then coming back, relaxing towards the earth. Great. We're going to take a little stretch to the side of the neck. So left hand is going to come towards the right side of your head. Then we're just going to tuck the chin and draw the head towards the left. And start stretching the right fingertips away. Relax the head back. Breathe into the side of the neck as you feel length there, a sensation of lengthening. So take 5 breaths like this. Great. And then let go gently. Bring yourself back to center. Take a moment just to feel what is happening along the side where you were just breathing into and stretching. Then right hand to the left side of the head. And again, tuck the chin, let the head come towards the right side now. And then as you find that place where you feel length beginning to happen from the back of the left ear down to the top of the left shoulder, extend your left fingertips away from you, create a bit of length. And then as it feels like you're settling into this, let yourself lean the head back more towards the earth and just breathe into the side of the neck for 5 more breaths. Gorgeous. And then gently let go. Come back to the center. Take a moment through the center. Let whatever is juicy that's happening just kind of bubble up through your body. Great. And then from here, we're going to turn towards the right side and you find your way to cat and cow. So, in your own time, finding your way to your hands and knees on the mat and having the shoulders a little behind your wrists, your hips right above your knees. Relax your shoulders here. Let the belly relax here. And then inhaling, we're going to roll the heart up, roll your shoulders back, and exhaling, round the spine. So you're quite familiar with this. Try to move your breath through your spine as you do this. So inhale, kind of whoosh, let that breath move all the way to your tailbone. And then exhale, let the breath whip from the tailbone all the way back out through the crown of the head. So inhale, flowing that breath in, and exhale, round. Continue letting yourself feel the breath move in a way somewhat swiftly, somewhat cleanly through your spine. So let's do this a little while more. Just you with your own breath now. Try to inhale all the way to your tailbone. And then exhale and round all the way up through your shoulder blades. And with your breath, see if you can hear that sound of so really letting the breath have a little force as you breathe here. We did a few more times. Great. And then let's rock into the hips and the shoulders, making circles. And rock and roll cat and cow as you see fit. Again, moving into the joints, following your intuition for what feels kind of ooey gooey, what feels like a nice articulation and exploration of movement into these places, your shoulders and your hips. Take about 10 more breaths there, just simply exploring with your own breath. Great. And then we'll come back to center. We'll be transitioning to a downward dog. Those of you who want to do an alternative, you'll come into a half standing forward bend with your hands on your shins. So tuck your toes, draw your hips all the way up. And then we're going to press the heels back and press the hips back. And it'll be a fluid downward dog, your first one. So you're just going to bend the knees and rock side to side, even if you're in half standing forward bend. And bring in a little bit of that rock and roll cat and cow here in the downward dog. Just move again through the joints here. Find comfort, find ease. Great. And then from here, we're going to meet either in three-legged downward dog first. So you're going to bring your right foot forward between your hands. So extending up through three-legged downward dog, we're going to bring the right foot forward between the hands. Nice. Relaxing your shoulders here. Draw your fingertips along the mat. Feel length along your front body. Great. Then let's bring the right arm up. Left hand is either going to be on the earth, or if you have yoga blocks that you want to use, you can take your left hand onto the block. Then we're going to inhale and bring the right arm up, looking back. And then exhale, relax and pull forward again. So do this a few more times. Inhale, rolling up. And then exhale, relaxing forward. 3 more times of your own breath. Noticing your right foot, letting the entire right foot feel connected to the earth as you do this. Great. And then we're going to come back through to downward dog or to your alternative. Pressing the hips all the way back. And then three-legged downward dog, extend the left leg and we'll meet with the left foot forward between the hands. Nice. Fingertips draw along the mat to lengthen the front body. Relax your shoulders here. And then right hand onto the earth, or if you're using any kind of prop, right hand onto the prop to elevate you a little bit. Relax the left shoulder. And again, inhale, we're going to draw up. Exhale, extend the arm all the way back. Bring yourself back and soften. Ground down through your left foot, and we'll continue like this 5 more times. Drawing up, extending back. Exhale, softening. With your own breath, just really feeling that sense of lengthening and unfurling, and creating space in your body. Great, let's just open it up one more time. And then exhale, hands back to the earth and stepping through either your downward dog or half standing forward bend. Bend your knees as much as you like. Relax the belly towards the legs. And then we'll try to ground the heels a little more, drawing the heels all the way down, rolling the shoulders back, and pressing the chest towards the legs. So we'll just stay here for 5 more breaths. Drink in the breath fully, and as you exhale, exhale through your mouth. Great. 4 more breaths like that. One last one. Great. Then from here, we're going to walk the hands forward, roll the shoulders back, and draw the heels back. Come for a moment into plank. So we're going to lift up using the front of the thighs to press up towards the sky, and then draw your heels back and lengthen your heart away from your heels. We'll take 3 more breaths here, softening the shoulders. Feel free to practice this with the knees resting if that feels better. Great. And then we'll release the knees towards the earth. come through child's pose for a couple of moments. You would draw the hips all the way back, lots of length in your lower back. Walk your arms forward, relax your shoulders, and let the forehead relax towards the earth. You take 3 more breaths here. Great. Then we're going to look up when you breathe in. So still staying in your child's pose. When you breathe in, just gently looking up. And exhale, soften the forehead down again. We'll do this a few times. Try not to strain your neck at all. You're just floating the heart up, gently looking forward. And exhale, softening back down. So 2 more times of your own breath, just floating away from the earth. Even the underside of the arms are floating away. And exhale, melting back. Fill with breath and soften. And fill with breath and soften. Great. Those of you who tend to get dizzy, you're going to take your child's pose twist from here. So you're going to stay low, take the left arm across, left shoulder to the center of your mat, right hand to your left hip. And then for the rest of you, when you can bring your hips higher without feeling dizzy, you're going to keep the hips high, come into melting heart. And then slide the left arm across, left shoulder down, and we'll do melting heart twist. So whichever one feels better for you. And you're going to keep walking the underside of the left arm across your mat a little bit more, turning open the right shoulder and drawing your shoulder blades towards your hips. Great. So let that little bit of the squeezing, the opening through the twist, the releasing of the tension that is in the middle of the back, just simply with each breath, we'll let it melt a little. Take 3 more breaths here. Great. And then wherever you are, in child's pose twist or this higher hip version, we're just going to come back to the center, switch sides. Right arm is going to slide across your mat, right shoulder towards the center of your mat, left fingertips to the sky, left hand to the right hip. And then again, softening the face, relaxing the shoulders, and continuing a little bit of directional movement. So the left shoulder is going to open back. Great. Breathe into that sensation of the twist across your left ribs and across your mid back. We'll take 5 more breaths here. Nice. And then unraveling from the twist, coming back into child's pose. We'll all meet here. Forehead back towards the center. Ground the forehead gently towards the earth, and then lengthen your tailbone away from the forehead. And take 3 more breaths, just sweeping the breath all the way down your spine. And as you release, just letting go towards the earth. Great. And then we're going to walk the hands towards ourselves. Bring the knees together and we'll come a little higher onto the knees. Nice. Then we'll step the right foot forward. So just lunge, lengthening forward with the hips, releasing the hips towards the earth. So the hips are moving down and forward at the same time. Great. And then we're going to take the left arm and sweep it back, left hand towards the right hip. Nice. Relax your shoulders here. I'm going to start sliding the right arm to the inside of the right leg. So press the right arm against the right leg And then we'll come a little more into our open twist, twisting the heart towards the left side. Take a few more breaths like this. And then exhale back to the center. We'll draw the hips back and fold forward for a few breaths. Squaring the hips forward, drawing the right outer hip back as you lengthen the heart over the right leg. Great. And then bending the right knee again. Let's tuck the back toes and come a little higher into our lunge here. Draw the right hip back, hands onto your hips. Inner right foot is going to press down towards the earth, and we'll bring ourselves up higher. So if your lower back is feeling sensitivity, you don't want to arch all the way back. Feel free to lean forward a little, just keep it neutral. And even better, if you can activate a sensation of the tailbone so that it can lengthen forward instead of arching up and back, it'd be really great. So tuck your tailbone, draw the tailbone forward, and draw the heart up. For some of you, this is going to feel nice, so then you can keep drawing the arms a little higher. Left hand holds the right wrist. And then we're going to extend the arms up and maybe lean a little to your left. Yes. And feel free, if you would rather practice today with maybe the left knee onto the mat, you can do that too. Great. We'll just take 2 more breaths. We're toppling one by one. And then we'll bring the hands back to the earth. And we're going to step through. So feel free to do plank or downward dog. Come back to center. Then let's step the left foot forward between the hands, and we'll release the right knee against the earth. Great. And now right arm is going to extend forward. We'll take the right hand to the outside of the left hip. Left hand is going to slide down the left leg, and you can stay here, press the left arm against the leg, lift the heart, and turn. Great. So you can do that. Tuck the chin, relax the right ear towards the right shoulder. Some of you might be able to slide down a little bit more. You can slide the left arm down a little bit more and turn. Take 2 more breaths there. Great. And then we'll relax and face forward. Draw the hips evenly back. Relax the shoulders. And again, wherever we can let ourselves soften to, that's all we need to do. Just simply relaxing forward towards the left leg. And try not to make the head try to reach the leg. It doesn't do very much at all. So instead, we're just going to lengthen and relax over the left leg, breathing into the back of the hamstring there. Great. And then from here, we'll bend the left knee again, tuck the right toes, bring yourself a little bit higher, relax your shoulders. Hands come onto your hips. You're going to bring yourself back up. Nice. And then feel free to stay here. Keep drawing the right heel back, draw the heart up. Take the tailbone to dip down and forward so that you make the lower back more neutral. And then we'll bring the arms up if that feels okay. Right hand holds the left wrist. And we're going to lean to the right this time. Relax your shoulders. If you're feeling wobbly, see if you can gather the inner legs more towards each other. Okay, a few more breaths there. Very well done. And then fingertips back towards the earth. Step through your plank or your downward dog, whatever you prefer today. Come forward, back to meet in plank. And then we'll release the knees, elbows to the ribs, lower the chest. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, we'll draw the heart up. Gently sweep to look over your left shoulder. And then we'll bring ourselves back and twist to look over the right. So do this a few more times, just side to side. Again, just following what feels good. Really letting your breath take you side to side. So as you exhale, great. And then we'll come back to center. Let's draw the hips back. Keep the knees on the mat. We'll slide back into melting heart for 2 more breaths. So forehead towards the earth. Great. And then let's walk the hands towards ourselves. We're going to tuck the toes and take your feet forward. Come into a squat. Nice. Elbows to the inside of the legs. Press the palms together. Draw the heart up. Great. We're going to relax the shoulders here. And over the next 3 breaths, of every inhalation, the heart, so the front of the heart is going to draw towards the thumbs. We're going to deliberately try to let the shoulders relax. And then as you exhale, we're just going to soften the tops of the shoulders back. Great. And we're going to let ourselves bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Breathe in, come back to the center. Left ear to the left shoulder. And then just gently follow your intuition here. Just slowly take the head side to side. Great. And then we'll let the arms relax, press down through your feet, and we'll come into a forward bend. So the toes are going to face forward, hips are going to drop back, bend the knees as much as you like, and we'll fold over the legs just for 2 breaths. Great. And then press into your feet and inhale. We'll bring the arms all the way up, palms together, and palms to your heart. Relax our shoulders here. Nice. Let's step the right foot towards the front of your mat. And we'll ground the left foot. We're going to take a warrior stance. So the right knee is going to extend over the right heel. We'll turn the left knee to face just down a little more if that feels okay for your body today. Ground the outer side of your left foot. Great. Then let's take the hands into Lotus Mudra. So thumb is touching, little fingers are touching, and we'll bring it in front of the heart. Nice. Relax your shoulders here. Draw the heart up. Great. As you breathe here, we'll let ourselves kind of find a balance between extension and finding stability in the shape. So we're going to release the weight of the body through the feet towards the earth. And as you press down, feel a buoyancy, a lift through the heart. So the heart is going to draw up towards the hands. Great. Close your eyes. Take a few more breaths. Keep the hands this way. We'll extend it up. Draw the heart up. And then open the arms back. Interlace the hands behind you. Roll your shoulders back. Draw the knuckles back. Great. We're going to bring the belly forward over the right leg. And you're going to turn the back foot up. So feel free to keep your arms this way, or maybe for balance, hands on your hips might feel nice today. We're going to walk the left foot forward. You're going to extend the left leg, draw the right hip back, and lengthen the heart forward. If it feels okay for you, you're going to draw your arms forward. And again, take your hands into Lotus Mudra and hold the lotus in front of your heart. Great. We'll take 2 more breaths like this. Draw the right hip back. And to come out of this, left hand comes towards the mat. Feel free to bend the right knee, release the left leg down, or if it feels okay, Keep the left leg up, and then we'll draw the right arm up and twist. Great. So you can stay here, you can release the left foot down, whichever option you like. Okay, let's take 2 more breaths here. And then fingertips back to the earth. Let's come back through center. Downward dog, or again, whatever you prefer today. Then let's step the left foot forward between the hands and ground the right foot. Great. Relax your shoulders. Press down through your feet. Nice. Lengthen the arms up. Touch thumb to little finger, lotus mudra in front of your heart. Relax your shoulders here. We're gonna let the hips again kind of feel like they're gathering in and up. So from beneath the pelvis, feels like the muscles there are kind of going towards each other and lifting you up. And then from the feet, from the legs, we're going to extend through the leg bones and then press down towards the earth. Great. And then let your eyes relax here. Let your eyes just relax closed. And think about, if you are a warrior going about your business in this world, what might you hold in your heart? What would you like to offer to the world? Great. And then from there, extend and offer what came to you towards the sky. Roll the heart back. Know that you got this. Great. And then we're going to exhale and come forward. Maybe we're going to bring the hands together and just draw away through the arms and pull forward. Great. And then from here, maybe hands on the hips for balance. Maybe keep the arms that way if that's easy for you. And then we're going to draw the right foot in a little bit more. And again, some of you might want to practice here and extend the arms, and that will be really nice. Or some of you might want to pop the back leg up and extend the right heel away. Whatever you might want to do. If you want to try Lotus Mudra again, doing that, relaxing your shoulders back. Nice. And then we're going to bring the right foot back to the earth, maybe, if that feels good. If you want to bring it up again, back into Warrior 3, feel free. Right hand onto the earth, left fingertips to the sky. So your 2 options here. This one will definitely require a little more balance today. But doing any kind of work in the world requires us to kind of keep practicing and strengthening that balance. And then hands back towards the earth. Let's draw it all the way up and back. Let's take 3 breaths here. Deep breath in, exhale through your mouth. 2 more breaths like that. Great. And then we'll soften the knees back towards the earth and walk the hands back towards ourselves. Beautiful. Then let's take a seat for a moment. And again, if it feels good to have something to sit on, to elevate the hips so that it's easier for us to feel grounded through the legs, you can do that. You can try sitting higher and taking one heel in front of the other, if that feels good. Or we can sit cross-legged, whichever one feels good. Great. And then just relax your shoulders back. Relax your hands on your lap, whatever seat is comfortable for you. Let's close the eyes here and just let ourselves lean back a little. And right now, there's a lot of energy in the body percolating and moving. So you can feel that sense of being in action. And you can also feel a sense of yourself coming to stillness and grounding and being a container that allows all of this to exist within you. Relax a little bit that idea of having to hold as a container any and all of this, and just start imagining that the entire shape of the body is permeable, and we'll let that sense of that energy that's flowing in and out, that pulsation, just become one with the space that is holding you. So the least effort that you need right now to just simply let yourself be here, and energy that we don't need to hold in or keep out, just simply here also. Nice. And we're just going to walk the left hand along the mat. Right hand is going to press down onto the right leg, tuck the chin, relax the left ear towards the left shoulder. If it feels nice, you can take the right hand up and extend it over, open the heart towards the sky. Take a couple more breaths there. And a little movement here. Draw your arm up and away. And then exhale, bring it over again. Do it a couple more times like this. Great. And then as you draw the arm up again, press down through your sit bones, draw your belly button in. Come back through the center. Great. And still let that sense of not needing to hold in or push away just still be here. Then right hand onto the mat. Left hand just grounding against the left thigh. Walk towards the right side, open the chest towards the front, and then left arm comes up, and maybe we're going to lean over more to the right side. Right ear towards the right shoulder, relax the left shoulder. Great, feel free to breathe here and just continue to turn the heart open breath by breath. If it feels nice to have a bit more movement, then let's bring the arm to open, and then exhale, bring it back. So a few more breaths like that. And again, your breath, whatever's natural for you, is more important. So just follow your breath as you explore this movement a couple more times. Great. And then we're going to come back. Hands back onto your lap. Close your eyes. Just be in your seat. Let your sit bones root down towards the earth. Let your face relax. And let the back body lean back and know that you are held by the space around you. And from here, with your eyes still closed, take your thumb and your little fingers together. Bring yourself back to Lotus Mudra in front of the heart. Let yourself find what feels natural and easeful here for your seat, for your just being here for a little while more. Know that it's almost a cliche these days now, but we know that lotuses need to grow out of the mud. And so from whatever darkness and difficulty, whatever that's heavy, knowing that there is still the possibility of us birthing something beautiful, something that wants to bloom. And soften towards that and ask yourself, what is it within you that you would like to bloom? And let's just take the hands on the heart and just receive that information or whatever that has come to you today. No need to judge. Just notice that's the information today. Then feel free to be in your seat for Shavasana. Some of you like having a seat and just letting yourself be in stillness this way. Or if you like to come to a lying down Shavasana, feel free to find that for you. Make it nice and comfy. If you have blankets, feel free to use them. So make it soft and keep yourself supported. Those of you who felt nice just now with the support under the hips, you can even go for that. As you come to lay down, drop the knees in. Or if you have your couch handy there, take your legs over the couch, calves are supported. And so whatever Shavasana calls to you today, or have your legs extended, so just whichever variation feels good. It will feel nice for the lower back if it's sensitive to have your knees supported and to have the lower back feel supported and lengthened. Great. And then we're going to just relax in Shavasana. Nothing else to have to do. You're simply breathing, simply being, taking the nourishment that you need in order to share your gifts with the world. And if you have a little more time where you can rest in Shavasana, feel free to stay there. And if you like to transition Starting to feel movement in the fingers and the toes, and to feel your breath move in and out of the body. When you're ready, find your way to your side, turning to your side. And then we'll meet in any comfortable seat with your eyes softly closed and your hands just resting in your lap. And from here, let's take one hand on the heart. And with the other hand, we'll simply offer forward. Letting your palm face forward. Letting the benefits of your practice, any shift that you have within, have a chance to ripple out and be shared in the world. Let's bring the hands onto the heart and we'll chant Om to seal our practice. So taking a breath in. We'll bring our palms together and bow to each other and towards our hearts. Namaste.